Hi everyone, I hope 2020 is going really well for you so far and you've kicked off with lots of sales, lots of new stuff in the pipeline, loads of deals going over the line. I've been speaking with lots of people this week, thanks for all the feedback on the videos as well, and a lot of people have been talking about New Year's resolutions, things that they want to do this year, try new, etc. I was in the gym the other day and there's 20 times more people there than usual. And I chatted to one of the personal instructors and he said, it's all right, give it till Feb. Everybody will have gone home again, back into their old habits, back into their old patterns. So I didn't want to make any New Year's resolutions this year. Last year I gave up fast food for a whole 12 months, which I managed to succeed at. For this year, what I thought I'd do instead, I wanted to learn from last year and just put into place, if I could do the year again, what would I do differently or what did I start last year? So what I wanted to share with you was my top 5 things that I learned from last year. So number 1, ghosting is a real thing. If you're in sales, you'll really know what I'm talking about with this. It's more commonplace than ever before. Business manners seem to have gone out the window with a lot of people. Simply returning a call, returning an email, a polite thanks but no thanks don't seem to be the gimme sort of rules anymore. People will quite happily get a big proposal off you, keep speaking with you, going further and further down your sales pipeline, and then that's it. They'll just vanish. They won't return your calls, they won't return your emails, and it can get really frustrating. Now, there's loads of great things out there about how to combat this, how to get around this. Now, I think my big learning for last year, though, is accept the world's changed, accept this is going to happen and tackle it right at the beginning. Bring this up early in your sales process. Be quite blunt with people that, let's face it, ghosting does happen. Let's just make an agreement with each other. Early on, if I don't think I'm right for you, I'm going to tell you straight away. And if at any point through this process, through this journey, you don't think I'm right for you, will you do me the courtesy? Will you just tell me straight away? I'm a big boy. I'll take it. Can we just agree on that now? Get it out of the way early on. Now, this might seem a bit abrupt, a bit blunt, but you know what? For every one person that you upset by doing this, it's going to stop the 10 people that were going to ghost you. And then you can either handle their objection or you can put them in the bin and just crack on with your day without clinging on to that promised land crap of, oh, well, maybe they've just not seen their email or maybe they've not been well. They're ghosting you. Manners are out the window. So tackle that one head on. Ghosting's a real thing. Number 2, and this is a bit of a weird one for a lot of people in as much as I know people disagree with this. We don't live in a 9-to-5 world anymore. Getting up, turning up at 9:01 and the second it's 5 o'clock, turning off your PC and walking out the door just isn't going to cut it. If you're in the US in sales, you'll know what I mean. You guys are doing an 80-90 hour week. Lunch breaks are out the window. People expect you to be able to reply to the messages. Now, I'm a firm believer in sticking to your guns, having family time, having downtime. It's hugely important, but if clients want you to respond to them in the evening, you're going to have to do it. I know my missus goes mad that I'm on LinkedIn all the time, but I'm not. I'm on LinkedIn a lot in the evenings because that's when my prospects are on there. That's when the people who follow my videos and my posts, that's when they're there. So that's when I have to be on it. I get up really early now in the morning. I just can't wait to start the day and I can get more done before 9 o'clock than I can between 9 and 2. So number 2 that I learned from last year was it's not a 9-to-5 world anymore, and you've got to put those extra hours in. There's no work-life balance. It's just all your life. Just enjoy it. Number 3, and this is one that I worked on last year and I'm really kicking into this year. Think of any really successful person out there. I mean, your Richard Branson level, your Grant Cardone level, whoever it may be, and you don't just have to grade success by wealth, I get that, but they do all have one thing definitely in common. They're healthy. They really look after themselves. Physically, emotionally, they do sport, they have the right diet, they realise that they perform best when they're feeling their best. Healthy body, healthy mind. You've really got to look after yourself. If you want to be a top hitter when you're selling now, can't be pies and cakes for lunch and pints at lunchtime and that. You've got to look after yourself. Now, this doesn't mean you've got to be a gym bunny. I'm not a fan of the gym at all. Personally, I prefer to be climbing a mountain. I like the great outdoors. I like to be hiking, scrambling up in the Lake District, Snowdonia, the Highlands, wherever we can be. Go for a walk every day. Go for a walk at lunch. Get some fresh air. Stare at the sky. Get a dog. Whatever you do, get a dog. Dogs are great. But look after yourself. Healthy people are happy people, and happy people sell. Fourth, video's the future. Short, soundbite information is the future of sales. Look at the people that are leaving school now. These are the future head of procurement. These are the future buyers. These are your future prospects. They're not going to read a brochure. It'll go in the bin. They already know all about you before you speak to them because they self-teach. They've got the internet now. They've got YouTube. They've got Google. They self-teach everything they need to know. What will they be looking for? They'll be looking for soundbite information. They'll be looking for a relationship. They'll be looking for somebody who can create that emotion in a short period of time. Somebody who makes things easy for them to digest. How can you do this? Video. Get your videos out there. Have video on your website about what you do. Have video you can email to people to explain your goods and services. Have sound bites. Keep it short. Keep it punchy. A long waffly pitch is out the window. A brochure is out the window. The talk where you just sound like an about me page on your website is out the window. Add value by being valuable. Give advice, give your knowledge, give video content out there. If you're not keen on talking to video, doesn't matter, give it a go. Nobody really cares. And last one, and this will be no surprise to anybody, and this is actually a big learning to me, which might be a big surprise to everyone. The phone is not dead. Cold calling is more alive and well than it ever used to be. It's just changed. How we approach it has changed because how people react to it has changed. People still love human interaction. We can have all the technology in the world, all the apps, all the social media, all the time-saving devices that we need, but we've never been as lonely. We've never been as isolated. We're still human beings and we crave human interaction. So the big learning for this year for everybody has got to be increase your soft skills, increase the level of human interaction you have with people, because we buy off people we know, like and trust. And we don't know, like and trust an app or an email or a clever bit of gadget. We know, like and trust the people we have a connection with, the people we feel emotional towards. Do your research using social media. It's an amazing marketing tool. Send your videos out there. It's a great marketing tool. I love it. But ultimately, pick up the phone, say hello, have a connection with somebody, and the rewards will be many times over for you. And you know what? You might actually find out that you enjoy it. So what are you going to do differently this year? Or more to the point, what are you going to build on that you've learned from last year to make this year fantastic? Hope you have a great year. I hope you've been having a great first full week back. Keep hitting the phones, keep smashing the sales, smashing those targets, and I hope you get to buy those shoes. Cheers.